everyone! Hello and welcome to the Pastel Palace. I am Jewelry Jelly, just call me JJ. This here is Isabel, and she is in her pajamas with a nice cup of hot cocoa and is putting her feet up for the night. And this right here is George Washing Machine. So, tonight is the beginning of a new month of the community game along, and this month is themed around visual novels. So, what we are going to be playing tonight is a visual novel called Nina Aquilla, Legal Eagle. It is made in RPG Maker, and I have never played this before. This was a part of one of the bundles that Itch.io was selling earlier this year. This was in the Ukraine charity bundle, and which I bought, and I didn't realize I had this game already. Otherwise, I would have double dipped and bought it again. So, give me a few moments to get me set up here. And also, I found out why exactly it wasn't working. What was happening was that it isn't compatible with DirectX that RPG Maker uses. So, unfortunately, it means I have to capture a window rather than capture the gameplay. So give me one sec while I make sure that I got everything adjusted the way it should be. And let me plug in my controller. So, how is everyone doing tonight? I hope you all have had a fantastic week. I was out for a nice dinner out with my coworkers. Okay, so we are going to turn off a few things to make things a little bit easier for my viewers here. Alright, so we are now going to start off. Nina Aquilla, Legal Eagle, Season 1. And it looks like this is our lawyer friend right here. My crummy laptop. Still, there's no time to browse Reddit today. A trading card game, Matt? Why do I even have this? A desktop car ornament. Wait, doesn't this look a bit like legal books, case studies, precedents, and a couple of bodice rippers? Okay, so it looks like we can't exit from here. But what we can do is look around for more stuff. A desktop printer. So that means it's useless. Seriously, digital cameras and computers have come so far. Why are printers still useless? A tablet PC, though these days I only really use it as an alarm clock. Start Chapter 1, First Flight? Yes. Bzz. 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 Hello? Nina! Where are you? I'm, Miller Defense and Law Offices, November 5th, 9:12 a.m. Hey, that's Saturday! Why aren't you at the courthouse? Have you forgotten what day it is? Just give me a sec, would you? I'm still at the office! Last thing I remember, I was reviewing the case file. I guess I fell asleep. Never mind that. Get down here right now. I've got my hands full with the defendant. I can't mother you as well. Of all the times to fall asleep. I'd better get to the courthouse. Okay, so we are taking a walk. No time for food. I need to get to the courthouse. I kind of like this music. Also, I want to know exactly why Nina has an eye patch. Ugh, not even enough time to take a shower. What follows is this game's video intro sequence. This incorporates some flashing images. You can skip the video at any time by pressing the escape key or the cancel button on a controller. You will not miss any important information if you skip the video. Ethan Fox Tanuki-sama Studios present Nina Aquilla, Legal Eagle. I gotta say, like, this much so far, I really like the music. Oh man, that purple-haired person, I have a feeling I wonder if they're going to be the, Mia Fey of this game, if y'all know what I mean. That much must be the Edgeworth analog. He doesn't look like a stuck-up rich boy, for one thing. District Courthouse, Defendant Lobby C, November 5th, 9:24 a.m. Miss Aquila! Your supervisor was here, and she seemed really mad. Nina! She kinda scares me. Anya, I got here as quickly as I could. You were supposed to be here an hour ago. I've had to arrange transportation for the defendant and... Did you come by at the gym or something? I ran here. Straight after you woke me up in the office. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. Nina's a real pro under pressure. Aren't you? Of course, everything's going to be fine. In any case, we'd best get to the courtroom. Meryl, the bailiff will come to collect you shortly. Just hang on for a couple more minutes. Nina, one last thing. Okay, I got my attorney ID card. You've earned this. Finally, my own defense attorney ID. You nervous? A little, I guess. I'll be there to help you out. This maybe wasn't the best start to your last supervised trial, but just remember. You're one of the brightest young lawyers I've ever supervised. Really? What? I can say nice things. Just walk in, sit at your bench, and stay focused on your client's innocence. Now get going. I'll join you at the bench. Okay, I honestly am really getting Mia Fey vibes from Anya. And I really hope that she doesn't have the same fate. District Courthouse, Courtroom B, November 5th at 9:32 a.m. Just like Anya said, all I've got to do is head to my bench. It should be past the gallery, then on the left. So this must be it. And there's Mr. Prosecutor, or Mrs. Prosecutor, can't really tell. Who's the new guy? Oh, it's a guy. The prosecutor? That's Chad Hawk. They say he's a real prodigy, but a stickler for procedure. Don't get nervous. All rise for the Honorable Judge Tawny. The judge has pink hair. Please be seated. We are here today in observance of the case of Merrill Tidfill. Prosecutor Hawk, are you prepared for the case? As always, Your Honor. As always, Your Honor. Ms. Aquila. Seriously? I've known him for less than a minute. Ms. Aquila! Yes, Your Honor. Psst, what did I tell you about staying focused? Now that I have your attention, I trust you have crafted a reasonable attempt at a defense. I'm ready, if that's what you mean. Very well. Mr. Hawk, please state the prosecution's case. Of course, Your Honor. Let me guess. Murder? Emergency services were called to the Greenacre camping grounds in the early hours of November 1st. A fire had broken out in the facility's main building, which spread to some of the smaller buildings. Merrill Tidfill was arrested leaving the scene. The prosecution asserts that she started the fire to facilitate insurance fraud. Insurance fraud! We're not solving a murder! And we intend to establish her motive through witness testimony. He seems pretty confident. He talks a good fight. Let's find out if he's got the chops.
Order!
Order! Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Defendant, can you please confirm your name and occupation? Why is she wearing that costume? Damned if I know. If a certain someone had gotten here earlier, they might have been able to fix that. Subtle. Ms. Tidfill. Merrill Speak up. Merrill Tidfill, Your Honor! So you do have a voice. Well, at least she got her name right. I perform secretarial work at the camping ground and assist with event planning. Which is why you were there on the evening in question? Ordinarily, yes, but that night I was actually there for a party. Also, I was on a date. What's that? I was on a date! I see. My report says you were arrested after the building caught fire, hours after the party ended. Why were you still on the site at that time? I had to close up the site, but when I spotted the fire, I ran to get help. And that's when you were arrested? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Merrill Tidfill, you stand accused of arson. How do you plead? Not guilty! Ms. Tidfill, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Alright, so we have an arson case. And this poor young lady from the default character set of RPG Maker is our defendant. At least I think she's from the default character set. I don't know which version of RPG Maker that was used to make this. Huh? Alright, so now we're going into the tutorial phase. And we are going to look for inconsistencies, which is similar to the way that Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney works. Witness, please confirm your name and occupation. Jackie Marsden, Your Honor. I work as a graphic designer for Rookery. Rookery, the corporation? Yes, ma'am. Please tell us how you came to be involved in this incident. Okay. Witness statement. Okay, how many of you totally heard the sound effects from the Phoenix Wright games when those words appeared? I saw Merrill leaving the campgrounds after the party while the building was on fire. If I'm honest, Merrill's always been a bit of an oddball. As far as I could see, no one else was there. She must have started the fire. Why else would she be running around late at night dressed as a fire mage? Very well. Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, Nina, let's get the show on the road. Okay, reasonable approximation of the cross-examination sound effect in Phoenix Wright. Insert here. How do we cross-examine again? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Cross-examination is where we do our stuff. In a moment, you'll be able to review the witness's statement from before. It's split up into segments to be easier to work with. For each part of the statement, you can do several things. You can continue to move on to the next segment of the statement, or go back to the previous segment. Okay, so pressing for every segment, save states. Try to save frequently. Yeah, that works. Save the state of the... Moving on. I think you brushed over something quite important here. Moving on! Okay, so we don't have any evidence yet. And let's go. Okay.
Hold it.
Are you sure it was her? It was dark after all.
Objection.
Really, Aquila, there was a building on fire nearby. There was more than enough light. I suppose he has a point. Yes, I'm quite certain. Also, if I'm honest, Meryl's always been a bit of an oddball.
Hold it.
An oddball? Yeah, she's a bit weird. Bit of a stretch, though, to say she'd burned down a building. She just means that she's a bit of a nonconformist, Aquila. Like I said, a bit weird.
Hold it.
How could you be certain? The campgrounds only have one exit, and I was there. Anyone else would have had to pass me.
Hold it.
That's pure conjecture. It's her opinion. The court recognizes that this is purely with the witness's opinion. But there's one more thing. Why else would she be running around late at night dressed as a fire mage?
Hold it.
I thought she was arrested in the morning, on November 1st. Well, it was the early hours, around 3 a.m. Is this important, Miss Aquila? You know what? Yeah, it's important. Yes, I believe it's important. I agree. Witness, can you please add this to your statement?
Hold it.
Jackie, you don't like Meryl very much, do you?
Objection.
The witness's likes and dislikes are not on trial here. Sustained. Ms. Aquila, please try to stay on topic. Your Honor, please, humor me for a moment. Jackie, you've made it very clear that you find Meryl's costume to be strange. It is strange. Really? I don't think it's strange at all. Ms. Aquila, I warn you not to waste the court's time. Is this important? I'm just gonna say no, it's not important. Fine, I'll drop it.
Hold it.
Alright, this is going back through that again, so I think maybe we might as well say that it is important. It's of vital importance, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Meryl's unusual outfit might seem strange at first glance, except on one night of the year, where it would be considered normal. Halloween!
Objection.
The witness was arrested on November 1st.
Objection.
Objection! She was arrested at 3 a.m. after attending a Halloween party.
Order.
Okay, so those are the default sounds. They're pretty well used. It's just I don't know, like, the witness gallery just kind of sounds kind of like the audience at a game show, but hey, I mean, you gotta make do with what you got. Your Honor, I assert that Meryl's attire was wholly appropriate on the night she was arrested. I see. Yes, I believe your logic is sound, Ms. Aquila. And as the witness's testimony seems to fixate on Meryl's costume, the defense moves that this testimony be considered unreliable. But she did start the fire. She's a freak, a pyromaniac. She really seems to hate Meryl for some reason. I'd best make a note of that. Gained item. Jackie hates Meryl. Witness? You will cease your outbursts immediately. Okay, so... the prosecution calls Detective Randall Flatfoot to the stand. Hello again, Randy. How's your wife? And little Ryan? They're both fine, Your Honor, though Ryan is teething. What? Oh, poor thing. In truth, I haven't had much sleep for a few weeks. Aw, new dad. What's happening? Ahem. Your Honor, if I may? Oh, yes, of course. How did you become involved in this, Detective? Well, it was something of a coincidence. I actually live very near Greenacre Camping Grounds, so I saw the light from the fire from a distance. I ran to see what was going on, and in the process, I bumped into Jackie Marsden and the defendant mid-confrontation. When I walked up, Jackie was accusing Meryl of setting fire to something. Sure enough, Meryl was carrying some fire-lighting equipment. That fire-lighting equipment sounds important. I should make a note of that. I arrested her on the spot. And how, may I ask, was the victim's demeanor when you did that? Whoa, hang on there.
Objection!
Objection! Your Honor, I find it in poor taste to microanalyze the client's conduct while she was being arrested. I agree, Your Honor. Wow. You do? He does? Your Honor, the prosecution has not charged the witness with resisting arrest. It would be inappropriate of us to consider her actions during the arrest as evidence. Quite right, quite right. This exchange shall be stricken from the records. So it looks like, I mean, we've got the American flag up in the top left there, so it definitely looks like they're trying to base this argument on the American legal system, even though everybody is using the British English spelling for everything. Firstly, I can confirm that Meryl Tidfill is indeed an employee of Greenacre Camping Grounds. She has worked for them for a number of years and is considered an exceptional employee. We also looked at the webpage for the campsite, and Meryl is visible in 2 photographs on the site. This one from last year, and this one from the party on the evening in question. Also, we found something else. I can already guess what he's going to say here. Greenacre Camping Grounds was circling bankruptcy. Being clear, this is speculation, but an intentional fire to defraud an insurer would be one way out of that situation. Of course, we have no conclusive proof of that at present. Don't forget the last part, Detective. Oh, right. A detailed forensic analysis will take a few weeks, but we can already be sure that the fire was deliberate, so not a gas leak, electrical fault, or lightning strike. Thank you, Detective. Very succinct. Are you prepared to make a formal statement? Ready and willing, Your Honor. So I guess this guy is the Dick Gumshoe analog, and he's a new dad. Very well, Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. There must be another reason she'd have that equipment. Well done with that last witness. Pressing them for more information did the trick. This time, though, I think we're going to need to present some evidence. Do you want me to remind you how to present evidence, or are you good to go? I'd appreciate a few pointers. Evidence is a defense attorney's ultimate weapon. Sometimes the inconsistency in a witness statement can't be found just by pressing them for more information. When this happens, you need to review your evidence and see if any of it disproves a segment of the statement. During a cross-examination, you can open menu and select evidence to see the details of all the evidence you have. Well, we'll do that. I think I get it. I pick through the segments of the witness statement and look for any evidence that disproves what the witness is saying. If I find any, I present that evidence, right? That's right. Just one more thing. Ah. What the... Oh, you see them too? That's a relief. The weird floating faces? The weird floating faces. Yes, I see them. Presenting evidence takes up the court's time. Presenting the right evidence is fine, but if you present the wrong evidence, do it too many times. If you run out of chances, the judge will make an on-the-spot judgment and will find your client guilty. So think very carefully before you present a piece of evidence. So, okay, let's do this. Okay, so before we do anything, let's review the evidence that we got. So we've got Nina Aquila's legal identification. The individual depicted on this card is licensed to engage in illegal activities within the Fledged City District and afforded the protections of the City District Attorney. Employee record Merrill. Merrill works for Greenacre Camping Grounds and has keys to the site's equipment stash. So her having the keys to the equipment stash is probably a good reason for her to be carrying around the fire lighting equipment. I'm not sure why, but Jackie seems to hate Merrill. Last year, Merrill is lighting a campfire. Jackie is coupled with Travis. This year, Merrill is coupled with Travis. Okay, yeah, that pretty much says it all. Looks like Jackie hates Merrill because Merrill is apparently seeing Travis. So that's basically if...
Hold it!
They do these amazing chicken wings. Stay on target, detective. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to ask him later about those chicken wings.
Hold it!
What were they arguing about? In truth, I'm not sure. They stopped talking as I approached.
Hold it!
How bad was it? Pretty bad. We were upwind, though, so it seemed safe. I called the fire department right away. They turned up quickly.
Hold it!
Stuff? General campsite stuff. Tent pegs, a mallet, a bag of collected trash. You know, stuff. Okay, so I am going to present the evidence of the fact that she has access to the site's equipment stash.
Objection!
Woo! And you know what that means when the music stops. You know what that means. Detective, do you carry a firearm? Yes, I do. Department Standard Issue 225er. Do you consider that a dangerous object?
Objection!
Your Honor, the witness has the legal right to carry a firearm and is compelled to do so by his profession. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. What? What's your point, Aquila? In some situations, a person carrying a firearm would be considered dangerous. However, we trust the detective here because he is in a profession where he makes use of firearms. Skip to the end, Ms. Aquila. Gladly, Your Honor. My client is a long-serving employee of a camping ground, a place that traditionally permits campfires. In fact, you can see her tending to a fire in this very photograph. That defense attorney's right. It does look like her in the photo. Well, of course she'd light fires. Did I leave the stove on? Order! Order in the court! Mr. Hawke, can you offer an explanation for this inconsistency? No, Your Honor. Your Honor, as the detective's testimony was based around it being strange for Merrill to be carrying that equipment, the defense moves that this testimony be considered superfluous to this case. I am obliged to agree, Ms. Aquila. I see no alternative but to ask you to relinquish the stand. Randy. Always a pleasure, Judge Tawney. Am I imagining things, or Flatfoot and the judge? No, you're not imagining things. Apparently he was a bit of a heartbreaker in his day. What's that? Oh, nothing important. I trust you have another witness, Mr. Hawke? I do. Then let's keep this moving. Bring in your third witness. Witness, please confirm your name and occupation. Travis Bright, lead singer and frontman of Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, that is a very good band name. Tyraka, I assume that to be some sort of a musical group? You don't get out much, do you, Tawny? I don't listen to crap. Famous last words. Talk about taking no prisoners. You got directions to the nearest burn ward? Now, Mr. Bright, I would have you refer to me as Your Honor. Ugh. What's that? Yes, Your Honor. Still can't argue with the results. If I may, Mr. Bright, your friend Merrill was arrested, so in her case, I understand. But why are you still wearing that ridiculous outfit? Oh, this is what I was wearing when at the scene. I thought it was customary to wear the same clothes for the hearing. Customary where? Cloud Cuckoo Land? Fine. With that established, can you explain how you came to be involved in this incident? Of course! Merrill, Jackie, and I have known each other since grade school. The Green Acre Halloween party has become a bit of a tradition. This is our 5th year attending. This is our 5th time attending. Whoops. We dress as characters from our favorite video game from when we were kids, Dragon Fantasy V. I always thought Dragon Fantasy IV was the better one. They lost their charm when the series went 3D. I always preferred 7. Casuals, clearly 3 is superior. Carry on, Mr. Bright. Now, okay. Now, is Nina referring to 3 as the, as in Final Fantasy VI when it was first released in America, or is she referring to Final Fantasy III as in the original Final Fantasy III on NES? Or, I mean, Famicom. Early in the evening, I met up with Jackie for a quick smoke before the party. Jackie smokes? Not that much. I'd guess you call us social smokers. Though she'll kill me for bringing that up. She doesn't like people to know. I tend to vape. Of course you do. So you met up with her before the party. Yep, good for her too, as she didn't have a light. She had to borrow my lighter. In fact, she hasn't given it back yet. Wait. Dude vapes and yet he still has a lighter? It was a promo item from a band's last tour. Has our logo stamped on the side. Best to make a note of that. Mr. Bright, please just proceed to giving your formal statement to the court. Fine, fine. This is the 5th time the 3 of us have attended the Green Acre Halloween party. Jackie, Merrill, and I have just been friends since grade school. So anyway, at midnight, Merrill had to move off to start clearing up the site. It's part of her job. I thought I'd go for another smoke with Jackie while we waited for her, but I couldn't find Jackie anywhere, and I lost track of Merrill too. In the end, I just left. I got home around 1 a.m. Very well. Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. He seems quite cavalier about his relationship with Meryl and Jackie. That's probably where I should start.
Hold it.
Sure do. I'm hoping Tyrannosaurus can headline the event next year. He likes the event. End of story. Hawk, there's being expedient, and there's just being rude. Meryl and I have been just friends since grade school. Same for Jackie and I. Really.
Hold it.
How did you meet? Well, it's a long story involving some homework, a pineapple, and a huge badger. Is this really relevant? I suppose not. Let him talk about the badger, Hawk!
Hold it.
You didn't ask if she needed help? Of course I did. I'm not a complete jerk, you know? But she insisted, said something about how she wasn't allowed to let party attendees into the site's storage units. I guess that makes sense. It's private property after all.
Hold it.
A social smoke? Something like that, yeah.
Hold it.
You lost track of them? The camping grounds are dark. Plus, there are, like, trees and stuff. It's quite a big place. I suppose that's fair. It was midnight after all.
Hold it.
You just left without seeing your friends? I did look for them for about 20 minutes. Still, the party was over and we all live in different directions anyway. Something's not right about the way he refers to Jackie and Meryl. Do I have any evidence which gives a better idea of their relationship? Yeah, the photos.
Objection.
Up. Ah, Jackie and I dated last year for a few weeks. It didn't work out. You never told me that. Why didn't you? Defendant, please restrain yourself. Carry on, Mr. Bright. Lately, Meryl and I had started to grow a bit closer. And Jackie was fine with this. I mean, she never said she had a problem. Just how dense is this guy? Anyway, when it got late, around 11 p.m., Meryl and I crept off for some alone time. I didn't see Jackie after that. I see. Your Honor, the defense requests that this information be added to his testimony. Very well. Witness, please add this to your statement. She's never said anything, and she can be pretty assertive when she wants to be. Why, did she say something? Did she? I'll need to think about it. Okay, so I'm going to cycle through again, and I'm going to present the Jackie hates Meryl statement.
Objection.
Yep. You may not be aware of it, Mr. Bright, but Jackie hates Meryl. Seriously? Yes! Whoa. Be that as it may, Ms. Aquila, is further discussion in this area a good use of the court's time? The witness left the scene long before the event, and I am unsure if he can offer any more. Insight. I don't like it, but I can't see any other line of questioning. Not every witness is going to be helpful. Still, maybe he gave us more than we realize. I doubt it. I concur, Your Honor. We can move on. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Hawk. While that short diversion into the love lives of these three people was informative, none of that changed the facts of the case. Mr. Bright's testimony ends just after midnight, so that still leaves Meryl Titfill near the building with fire lighting equipment and a proposed motive for the crime. But I didn't start the fire. Please, listen to me. I would never do such an awful thing. Ms. Tidfill, please control yourself. You'd better think of something, Nina, and fast. But Hawk's right. Bright's statement was no help at all. Trust in your client's innocence. If Meryl's innocent, then Hawks' case is just a theory constructed to fit the facts. The only way to beat him is to come up with a better theory. Think. Another theory. What do we really know? Mr. Bright was with Meryl, but she broke off to clean up just after midnight. Bright then went home about 20 minutes later. Then, in the next 3 hours, someone started a fire. Mr. Bright had gone home, but Meryl and Jackie were still at the camping grounds. Wait, could it be? Ms. Aquila, does the defense have anything to add before I pass judgment? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. I think we've missed something very important here. Mr. Hawk? Mm-hmm. You claim my client is guilty because she was present at the scene. Yes. And had a motive to start the fire? Yes. Wait. What's your point, Aquila? Perhaps you didn't look closely enough at your own witnesses. What?
Order.
Order! Order in the court! Ms. Aquila, are you seriously suggesting that someone else could be responsible for the fire? I am, yes. I don't believe Meryl started the fire. I believe it was Jackie Marsden. Jackie Marsden, the witness? If I may, Your Honor, Jackie was present at the scene. Wait! Jackie's whereabouts between midnight and 3 a.m. are unknown. Wait! And it's obvious Jackie hates Meryl Tidfill and wanted to sabotage her date with Travis. Wait! I won't stand by while you say such mean-spirited things. What sort of person do you think I am? Your Honor. Yes? I want to testify again.
Objection.
Judge Tawney, I must protest. You forget yourself, Mr. Hawk. The rules in this scenario are quite clear. The witness may testify if she wishes to do so. Yes, ma'am. Them's the rules, Chad. How dare you accuse me of wrongdoing? I waited at the entrance to the campgrounds for hours. Well, that was short. Statements made under emotional stress usually are. Very well, Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, Nina, time to knock this one out of the park. Jackie, we've been friends for years. Why are you doing this? Your Honor, Ms. Tidfill, please remain quiet during the cross-examination. Just hang on, Meryl. We'll straighten this out. I waited at the entrance to the campground for hours.
Hold it.
Jackie, there's something which has been bothering me about all this. Why were you there? What? The party was over at midnight, according to Travis.
Objection.
The witness is not on trial. There could be many reasons she would wait around. For 3 hours? That just means Meryl had plenty of time to set the building on fire. She's clearly guilty. She was rooting around in the main building for ages before I caught her. Drill down far enough, you always hit pay dirt. And I think you just drilled into the real Jackie Marsden. Witness, are you suggesting you saw my client inside the building before the fire? You didn't. You wouldn't. So what if I did? You said you waited by the exit of the camping grounds for ages. Why then didn't you check if your friend was okay once the fire started? You did it. Just because you were jealous? You started the fire while I was inside? Don't be ridiculous. After all, you were the only one with fire lighting equipment. How would I have started a fire? How indeed? She's right. Unless... Wait. Did she have a way to start a fire? Yes, she did! Ms. Aquila, I'm going to need you to present proof that Ms. Marden could have started the fire. Belongs to Travis, but he loaned it to Jackie during the party. Bears the Tyrannosaurus logo. That's a pretty cool logo. Jackie, you did have a source of ignition with you. No, I didn't! Yes, you did. You got it from Travis Bright earlier that evening. And you instructed him not to tell anyone about it. No! And judging from your reaction, I'm willing to bet that you still have it right now, in this very room. You can't possibly. I mean... Sorry, wrong, Miss Aquila. We'll see about that. Detective Flatfoot. Yes, Your Honor. I will submit the paperwork later. Perform a stop and search on this woman immediately. Mr. Hawk, do it. Hey, stop! Cease struggling, Ms. Marsden, or I will hold you in contempt of court. Well, just a few items, Your Honor. A set of keys, a smartphone, and one lighter, which appears to bear some sort of a design. Well, don't keep us in suspense. What's the design? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have my glasses with me. Mr. Hawk, don't just stand there. It's like a dinosaur and a guitar. Tyrannosaurus Rex. But... We don't get the satisfaction of watching the breakdowns like we do in the Capcom games, but that's pretty effective. Ms. Marsden? Is she okay? Oh wow, she actually fainted. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to enter a statement into the record in light of recent events. Go ahead. The prosecutor's office has taken Jackie Marsden into custody. We plan to charge her with arson with intent to murder, or at the very least, reckless endangerment. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. We will have to wait for that trial to truly close this matter. However, Ms. Aquila's defense has made one thing quite clear. The prosecution's case against Merrill Tidfield does not stand up to scrutiny. Therefore, on the sole charge of arson, I pronounce the defendant
Not guilty.
Alright, so that's the end of the first trial. Well done. How do you feel? Like... I feel like I'm about to throw up. Good. What? That's just the adrenaline. You'll be fine in an hour. How can you be so upbeat? We came within an inch of losing. Merrill Tidfield could have gone to jail over a false accusation. You want to know a secret, Nina? Something they don't tell you in law school? It's always like this. More often than not, a case will go right down to the wire. But you have to just keep pushing, keep up the pressure, and have faith in your client's innocence even when no one else does. That's what you did today. And that's why I think you're going to be a great defense attorney. Thanks, Anya. You're really amazing. Yeah, I know. Now put on your best smile. I think I hear Merrill just outside. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. To tell the truth, I got real worried a few times during the trial. But you were incredible. You never lost your cool even for a second. Like a swan, believe me. It's my job, Mrs. Tidfield. I'm a defense attorney. Oh, don't be so modest, Ms. Aquila. You were a bona fide legal eagle. She really is. Gotta admit, I kinda like the sound of that. Babe, you're here. Oh, Travis. We should probably give them a moment. Not on your life. I want to see how this goes. Merrill, babe, I'm so happy you're okay. Let's go out to celebrate. I mean, my band has a gig later, but we can fit it around Why didn't you tell me that you and Jackie dated last year? I mean, if she had a problem, I thought she would just out and say... You should have at least mentioned it to her. Babe. And stop calling me that! Travis, I'm going for a celebratory drink with Nina and Anya. We are? Looks like it. Then what am I supposed to do? You can start by apologizing to Jackie. I screwed this up, huh? No, Travis, you didn't. Not really. Jackie did, when she chose to set fire to that building. Still, you seem like a decent guy. Go talk to her. You'll feel better afterwards, I'm sure. Cool. I'm out. Laters. I'm sorry you two had to see that. It's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. Awkward. So, drinks? Sounds like a plan. It's not even lunchtime. It's quitting time somewhere, right? Let's go get some mimosas. Go sign yourself out, Meryl. We'll meet you out front. You did well today, Nina, even after the rocky start. So lighten up. A good attorney learns from their defeats, but a great attorney also makes time to celebrate their victories. Each case is a fresh start with a new client and a new chance to help someone who needs it. And sometimes, maybe just a couple of times in your career, it's a chance to put right something that's gone wrong. Remember that, okay? I'll see you outside. The rest of the day, if I'm honest, is a bit of a blur. However, I did my best to burn Anya's advice into my memory. Part of me felt that it'd be important someday. Wow, that's not ominous. Jackie Marsden? From the Clink? That's gonna cost you extra. But yeah, I can take care of her. What's your timetable? Yep, within 2 weeks. No problem. She won't have time to blab. Another one? Who? The defense attorney? No. Never mind why. That's my business. And plus, the papers say she's a bit of a rising star. Too rich for my blood, too high profile. Anya Miller, her supervisor? Yeah, it could be arranged. I'm thinking poison. What's that? You want her alive? Oh, I see. It'll be difficult, sure. But I like a challenge. To be continued. Anyway, yeah, we've got ourselves a mysterious assassin. Next time on Nina Aquilla, Legal Eagle. Wow. Sound effects. I didn't do it! You need to stop running, Anya. I didn't shoot her! I didn't! I believe you. But half the department's combing the docks for you. You have to let me take you in. Drop the gun, Anya. Anya Miller, I'm placing you under arrest. Oh, that is different. I am not wearing this. Oh, come on, Nina. It's in your contract. Remember, the direct-to-viewer segment at the each episode case? I don't care. I'm not wearing a leotard. But it's like from... something, whatever. Gunbuster, okay. You like Gunbuster. I do. I do like Gunbuster. Great. Don't forget the ears. And the tail. The what now? Oh, is she gonna dress up as a bunny girl? The ears I get, but what are the wings about? Hello! Welcome to Aquila Channel, a special viewer-facing segment where we talk to you, the player. I feel ridiculous. I'm a lawyer, not a croupier. Hush, Nina. In this segment, normally we'll talk about the legal ideas and pop culture references from each episode. Ooh, I get to talk about legal stuff. Okay, so... Hold up, Nina. This episode, we have a much more important thing to talk about. If you say so. This was just the first case of Nina Aquilla Legal Eagle and was really just a tutorial. If you're here, that means you've just played it. Nina's adventures are just starting. This was just the first step, though we don't exactly have the best sets. And our props are all hand-me-downs. And I think there's a stain on this bunny girl outfit. Okay, enough about that. Now you can move on to Chapter 2, a bigger adventure with a variety of features, including exploring crime scenes, speaking to witnesses, minigames, a city overworld, and me. Who's he? We'll talk later. So if you liked this first taste of Nina Aquilla Legal Eagle, we like to call our fans nailers. We do not like that. Anyway, if you like what you've seen, tell your friends. And see you soon in Nina Aquilla, Legal Eagle Chapter 2. Broken Wings. Hey, Anya, hey. We still get paid, right? Because if I have to wear these ears again... Shh, wait till we're clear. Wait till we're clear. What kind of actor are you? Oh, RPG Maker MV. Special thanks, my wife. Okay, so looks like we can move on to Chapter 2 tonight. You have unlocked Chapter 2, Broken Wings. You can also replay Chapter 1. Okay, so this is the trading card game mat that she's looking at. Alright, let's start things up. Wait, is she asleep in her office? Ominous. Ugh. What am I gonna do? Aquila Defense and Law Offices, December 3rd, 9:32 a.m. Yep, 9th floor, just like in the ad. Hello? Anyone here? Someone's got to be here. The door is just wide open. Someone who left this place in a real mess. And what's with all the boxes? Is that a bed? What kind of lawyer's office is this? And also, tell me that smell's not the kitchen. There's got to be someone here who can explain all of this. Oh, What is wrong with you? What's wrong with me? Why are you half naked in a lawyer's office? I live here. You live... That just poses further questions. Look, just give me a sec. Did you seriously just jump in the shower? Yes! And keep your distance, goggle boy! Are you gonna be a while, or... Yes! Listen, I can come back later. Just take a seat in my office. I'll be just about, 20 minutes. 20 minutes? It's been a few days. What is it? Is it about my eye? I don't mean to pry, but... Then don't. You can start by telling me why you walked in. This is a lawyer's office, isn't it? Defense attorney, and we're closed. Oh, sorry. I guess I got confused by your open front door. I've been meaning to get that fixed. That's not the only thing around here that seems to need fixing. If you'll excuse me. What did you say? Look, I don't know what kind of... Aren't you gonna answer that? Just let it go to voicemail. Why didn't you answer it? That's Anya's phone. It keeps getting these unknown caller calls. At first I picked them up, but they were always telemarketers. She left it plugged in when she left. Wait. You're not Anya Miller, the defense attorney? I thought this was Miller Defense and Law. Aquila Defense and Law. Has been for over 2 weeks. So you're a defense attorney too? Yeah, but I'm not currently taking any cases. Oh, are you too busy? No. You're on hiatus or something? Not as such. Retired? Don't be absurd. Then why? I'm just not taking cases, okay? We're closed. Fine. Wait. You have a help wanted sign in the doorway. Oh, that was before... You need a secretary? Have you seen this place? You really think I can afford to pay a secretary? I'll do it for free. For free? If You promised to meet my friend and think about taking his case. You got any references? Yeah. I know what surface cleanser is. Youch. You just gotta meet him. Do that and I'll clean this place up, even if you don't take the case. The place really could do with a clean. Fine. I'm Nina, by the way. Nina Aquilla. Dylan Merlo. Where are we meeting your friend? He's in a detention cell at the police station. And, he's accused of murdering someone a bit. Murdering someone a bit? Like, what is that? Like, 19th degree murder or what? Great. Okay, we'll head down to the detention center, but no promises. Sweet, let's go. Dylan Merlo has joined your party. Okay, it looks like... Time Sage, it looks like this chapter is starting in Medias Rex. Apparently something might have happened with Anya. There was a short scene at the end of the last case where she was being confronted by Detective Lightfoot. She was denying that she shot someone, and Detective Lightfoot says, I believe you, but half the force is crawling looking for you. I need to take you in before they do. And she was apparently arrested for murder, and now this guy has come in asking for Nina to meet a friend of his who has been accused of murder and been arrested. So we now have a new party member. These were the only place I could stash all of my clothes. Anya installed the shower months ago. It's surprisingly handy. I don't need to pee. And besides, this is the men's. You have missed calls from unknown caller. Damn telemarketers. A tablet PC, though these days I only really use it as an alarm clock. The kitchen's a bit of a sight right now. Best to consider it off limits. Oh yeah, I see the biohazard radioactive sign in front of the refrigerator. We're on the 9th floor. Best to take the elevator unless the building's on fire. Alright, so we've got the opening credits for part 2. Broken Wings. Okay, why is there a guy with pointy ears? Ugh, what the... That's natural light. How long have you been cooped up in your office? I don't know. 2 weeks? 2 weeks?! Though it feels longer, like as if it was 6 months. I had shows to binge. It's weird. The city looks bigger somehow. Where's the police station again? I don't actually know. Do you have GPS on your phone? Yeah, just a sec. There it is to the southwest. We just need to head for the exclamation point icon. Then let's go. So let's see if there's any place that might be interesting on the map. Very mode 7, don't you think? Alright, there is the police station. Police detention area, December 3rd, 9:55 a.m. What's his name again? Terry. Terry Scrub. And thanks for doing this. I haven't accepted yet. Even so. Oh, what the? You? Hi. Guard! I'm done here! I thought you knew this guy. We go way back. You certainly act like old friends. Guard! This is going nowhere fast. How do you know him? We, used to ride together. He's like a brother. Ride together. Wait! You're from a biker gang? Kinda. Terry, will you just sit down? I have nothing to say to you. Fine, fine. At least then talk to her. A pirate cosplayer? I'm what? I've told you before, Dylan, I don't need your help. Guard! I've seen enough. Wait! Listen! Both of you! Nina, please. And Terry, sit down. I've been to every lawyer's office in the city. You are not dismissing the only one I got to come down here without even speaking to her. He's been turned down by every lawyer in Fledge City? I've got to at least hear what he did. Fine. What did he do? Shoot the mayor? He's accused of killing Joel Da Silva. The billionaire? I didn't kill him. He was already dead. Well, that's a start. I should talk to him more and find out what happened. Okay, so we are interrogating Dylan here. Start from the beginning. I didn't do it. You've made that abundantly clear. But if I'm going to represent you, I need to know what you're accused of. Fine. I was taking part in a card tournament at the High Flyers Casino. The place on the edge of town? That's right, you know it? Only from a distance. I went to Da Silva's room to talk to him, but when I got up to his room, the door was ajar. And then... What happened, Scrub? I walked in and Da Silva was motionless. He was face up on his bed. The room was a mess too. I was looking down on his huge body to see if he was dead. That's when a maid walked in and saw me. She screamed and ran out of the room, and the next thing I knew, hotel security grabbed me. I told them I was innocent, but they wouldn't believe me. I'm starting to see why it was so difficult for you to find an attorney. See, you don't believe me either. I said no such thing. He's not doing himself any favors with that mouth of his. Still, he seems confident. Maybe he could defend himself. Who needs attorneys anyway? I've got a plan. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's so simple that it's ingenious. Let's hear it then, if it's so simple. Are we alone? I'm gonna slip away when they come to get me for the trial. That's your plan? The whole plan? Well, I haven't worked out all the details. You haven't worked out any details! Okay, perhaps expecting him to defend himself was a tad optimistic. Nina, back me up on this. Do I really have to rationalize why trying to break out of prison on the eve of a trial is a bad idea? Okay, time for my stern voice. It's a bad idea, Terry. Nailed it! What else am I supposed to do? I keep saying I'm innocent. No one will believe me. Why are you so certain that no one believes you? Come on, T-Bro. Tell her what happened. I'm working up to it. Da Silva and I had an argument. You said you'd kill him if you ever saw him again. Maybe I did. I was angry. I always said your temper was going to get you into trouble someday, T-bro. And stop it with all that T-bro nonsense. We haven't called each other that since we were kids. It's Scrub. I don't understand. You said that De Silva was already dead when you entered his hotel room. The argument was in the morning, a few hours before Terry was arrested. He was the top-ranked card player in the world, and he didn't seem busy. I ran into him in the hotel lobby. I asked him to play, and he said yes. Okay, and then what happened? He won. Ask an obvious question, I guess. But he was sneaky. He caught me in a trap. I would never... Forget the actual game. What happened next? You got into a fight? No, it was just words. But why did you go to his... Because a few hours later, I saw that De Silva had badmouthed me on Bleeder. Bleeder? It's a microblogging service, online. You make posts called Bleats. Yeah, I wonder if somebody can make that as an alternative to Twitter. I'd calmed down by then and kind of felt bad, so I thought I'd go apologize. And that's when you saw his door ajar. Right. Oh my god. It's hopeless, isn't it? Mr. Scrub, please. It's hopeless. I'm gonna hang! I'll admit, it doesn't look good. Best to keep that to myself at this particular moment. Hopeless. Did you really try every attorney in Fledge City? Every one. Your office was high on my list. I emailed Anya Miller yesterday, but got no reply. I really just came by to chase up the email. It was a shot in the dark. See, it's like I said. T-bro, I know it must be difficult. You don't know anything. You've got no idea how it feels. The cops took a statement when they arrested me. You know what they did? They asked if I wanted to make a confession, but I've done nothing wrong. That's pretty standard procedure, but he seems genuinely upset about it. You've got no idea. No idea. Terry. On the contrary, Mr. Scrub, I know all too well how maddening that can be. I don't feel ready to take another case, but if they've really been to every other attorney in the city, someone has to stand for him. It may as well be me. I think it's time to flash the ID. Terry Scrub, I formally ask if you would like me to represent you in court. I can't promise you victory, but I swear I'll do everything within my power. You'll do it? You're taking my case? I'm offering to, yes. Legally, I'm obligated to say that you can always represent yourself. No, please, be my attorney. Oh, thank you so much. Great. Normally, this is where we discuss my fee, but Dylan... Psst. What is it? Don't tell him I've offered to work for his fee. He might refuse the gesture. Fine. What's this about fees? The county will take care of that. Worry about it after the trial. Okay. Now, for the awkward part. Now that you've accepted, we need to get something out of the way. Something we lawyers call the $1 million question. Do you know what that means? No. I'm your defense attorney, but I can only help you if you trust me. If you tell me you're innocent, I'll trust in your innocence right up until the end. If you say you're guilty, it is my duty to stand by you in court and hold the prosecution to task. So right now, look me in the eye and answer me one question. Did you kill Joel De Silva? No. Okay, I believe you. You do? I do. And so do I. Thank you. Alright, so we've got Terry Scrub's profile. If the trial is really tomorrow, we've got to get to work. Anything else before we go? There's just one more thing. Really? What's that? De Silva didn't look like he had just died. Are you saying he looked like he'd been dead for a long time? No, just it didn't look like he had just dropped dead. But that bleat was only sent 10, maybe 15 minutes before I got there. Have you seen many dead bodies? Well, no, but you did say anything. I guess I did. I'll keep it in mind when we see the coroner's report. Meanwhile, sit tight and try not to worry. Okay. Dylan, we need to get over to the High Flyers Casino. Let's move. Okay, so... Alright, so we have to go this way. And this must be it. High Flyers Casino, December 3rd, 10:32 a.m. Okay, now we're here. First priority is... Wait, those banners say DFA. DFA? This is an anime convention! Well, yeah. But Scrub said Da Silva was a world champion card player. He was. He was the world champion of Dragon Fantasy Arena. The children's trading card game? What were you expecting? I don't know, poker? Blackjack? We are at a casino. Huh. Yeah, starting to see how you could have misunderstood. You think? Anyway, let's start by speaking to someone at the front desk. I don't see a porter or receptionist. Me neither, so plan B. Scrub said Da Silva's body was in his room. Let's find a way upstairs. We should also try to speak to people to find out what's going on. We might turn up something useful. Alright, so... we're now at an anime convention. When was the last time anyone used a payphone? I don't need to pee. I don't need to pee. And besides, that's the men's bathroom. Sweet, the dining hall. I could really do with something to eat. I think it's only open at mealtimes. Plus, I suspect this place is expensive. It's an ATM. I've got better things to do than be reminded of all the money I don't have. Aren't you kind of worried, though? Not really. They say they caught the guy who did it. Who is he? Just some scrub. Okay, so Terry Scrub, defendant accused of murdering Joel Da Silva in his hotel room. Former biker, 4'11", slight build. Oh my god, he's a little guy. Do you want to play on the Nintendo Switch too? Maybe someday. Oh hey, first time here? Yeah, me too. Cool, oh, do you know what the event schedule is like? You'll get a copy when you sign up in the con book. People started turning up yesterday, some of the VIPs too. That must have been why Da Silva was here. Today is mainly about arrivals and registration while the con staff set everything up. Then from tomorrow, the event lasts 6 days with the DFA finals on the last day. They say that's the busiest day too. Thanks, that's useful to know. Have fun. The food here's really good, but a bit expensive. Yeah, DFA can be a bit of a wallet killer. Okay, that was the same person twice. It's a little weird. Hey, what's with the long line? Is she trying to cut in? Hey, get to the back of the line like everyone else. Whoa. Welcome to DFA 23. If you need help, just grab one of us gophers. We're all in yellow. Sorry, this area is off limits for now. They're still setting up. Unless you're staff or have a VIP pass, I can't help you. Go bother someone else. I know you've got a job to do, but there's no need to be a prick about it. Need more lanyards for the passes. I think there's some in one of those boxes. They seem busy. Yeah, I guess running these sorts of events isn't always glamorous. Welcome to DFA 23. Jump into any of the 3 lines to get your passes. Just have your ID ready. and follow instructions from any of the gophers. We're all in yellow, so you can tell. No, we're not here with the con. We're just trying to get upstairs. Not here with the con? Sorry, the con's booked out the entire venue. Every hotel room and every hall. Wow, really? I told you, TFA's super popular right now. You'll have to speak with the hotel staff. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to keep directing con attendees. Hey, is there any chance of using the stairs? Sorry, but the stairwell is closed. The hotel has asked us to make sure no one uses them. What do you mean closed? They're being rebuilt. Apparently most of the floors are inaccessible even if you tried. Sorry, but you'll have to wait for the elevator. Sounds like a bit of a fire hazard. Alright, so we managed to get some, evidence. Maybe we should get in line. Man, I can't wait to see Axel Reyes play this weekend. I know, right? It's gonna be awesome. Wow, people really do seem excited about all this. Eliza, yes, with a Z. I definitely signed up on the website. She seems busy. Now, where did I put my ID? She seems busy. I swear, these lines get longer every year, right? The lines? Oh, definitely. Incognito. Hey. Oh well. I tried. Don't tell me that we're going to have to talk to practically everyone. I wonder if there's like a thing that we can ring to get service. Or if we just need to get in line for the elevators. So, what has everybody got planned for this weekend? I am going to a doll show on Sunday. Great, can I not talk to anybody? Oh wait, wrong button, of course. Okay, so what are we supposed to do here? Hi! Hi, Sweet Eye Patch, are you here for the con too? No, we're here to investigate a Yeah, we're here for the con. Maybe don't tell that to everyone we meet, Dylan. What's going on? Why is there such a long line? Oh, these things are always busy when people start turning up at the venue. Plus, with all the cosplayers, everyone has a lot of luggage. Apparently 2 of the elevators are busted and the 3rd one's pretty slow. We could be here for hours. Hours? I think we'll come back later. Have fun! Alright, so it looks like that was the last thing we needed. It's him! He's here! OMG, it's really him! What's all the commotion? It must be Axel Reyes! Wait, I recognize him. Isn't he a billionaire too? Don't you know? He's Axel Reyes, 2nd ranked in the world at Dragon Fantasy Arena. Reyes? Reyes. He's the owner of Reyes Corp. What do they make again? High-end pro video gaming equipment. Also that energy drink, Resentless. Why is he at a tournament for a children's card game? You know, it takes a lot of skill to play at high level. Plus, with its modern holographic technology, the game's become a great spectator sport. If you say so. I do say so. Everyone was really excited to see if Axel could take on De Silva, the reigning champion. I guess now he'll have to make do with the newcomer Marcus Steele and his longtime rival Stella Faraday. Hang on. Are you playing your own theme music? You're in my way. What? I wish to inspect the duel arena before the tournament. It's closed. Closed? No barrier exists that can stop Razeniel, the servant of darkness. Get out of my way, lest you wish to contend with his wrath. I don't respond well to threats. Plus, I'm struggling to hear you over the sound of that Bluetooth speaker. Please make way for the VIP or I'll be forced to have you removed. Nina, that's the Axel raise. Fine. Right this way, Axel. Call us if you need anything. So cool. Evidently, the room's only closed to the little people. So this is why Scrub was here to play against these guys? Yeah, Scrub was always a decent player of DFA. He wanted to try and get into the big leagues, if that makes sense. You know, when I got up this morning, it probably wouldn't have. And now, I'm starting to get it. Hey, look! There's a porter at the front desk. Great, let's go speak to him. Alright, so murder at an anime convention. Great. I just really love this dialogue. Maybe someday. Sorry, I can't provide assistance with costumes. Costumes? Are you talking about my eye patch? I'm not here with the convention. Oh! I'm so sorry, the place is just so full of weirdos right now. Hey, I've attended previous years, you know. They're just geeks, not weirdos. Okay, some of them are pretty weird. But there's no need to make a sweeping generalization. My apologies. Anyway, can I help you? We're looking to get upstairs. Sorry about the line, but you'll just have to wait. 2 of the elevators are out of order and the stairwell is closed. Yeah, I saw that about the stairs. How can a stairwell be closed? The owner hatched some cockadoodle plan to replace all the stairs with escalators. You seem quite frank with regards to your employer. Oh, I'm sorry. I should try to be more professional. In any case, the work is ongoing, so many of the floors don't actually have stairs. The floors have fire escapes, but using those would set off the alarm. So the only way upstairs for normal guests is to wait in line. I've got to have something that will convince him to let us cut in line. I'm actually a defense attorney representing Terry Scrub. Oh, the murderer? The defendant? Ah, of course, my apologies. I think this guy lives with his foot in his mouth. The police are still upstairs. De Silva's room is, well, it's on the 5th floor in any case. Do you mind if we cut in line for the elevator? Probably best not to, but I have a better idea. Take this. Gained item, casino stairwell pass. What's this for? See that access door? You can open it with that keycard. Beyond that, you'll find a service staircase and a freight elevator. We give those cards to staff and select VIP guests. Thanks! Oh, and please try to keep discussion of the incident to a minimum in front of the guests. Don't they know about the murder? Oh, they know. There was an announcement last night. Management has told us that De Silva was a big patron of this event and would have liked to see it go ahead. So everyone's trying to make the best of it. Makes sense. Thanks for your help. Call me if you need anything else. Okay, so we've got ourselves a pass to the inner staircase of the hotel. High Flyers Casino, 5th floor, December 3rd, 11:35 a.m. Oh god, too many stairs. Are you okay? Do I look okay? Wow, you're really out of shape. I'll have you know, I can object to 2 statements at once. We should have just used the freight elevator. That coffin, it looked older than my office building. My windows leak when it rains. Well, we're here now. 5th floor, right? Seems like it. Okay, let's look for a uniform. The porter said the police were still here. Oh. Sorry, but this floor is closed. Unless you have business here, I'll have to ask you to leave. What's this? It's my ID. I know that voice. Ah, it's the detective. Ms. Aquila, as I live and breathe. I haven't seen you in weeks. Great. Just great. She's an attorney, Stefan. She can have access to the scene. I'll vouch for her. You heard him. I can guess why you're here. Due diligence? Not sure I follow your meaning, detective. I mean, Scrub's going to plead guilty, right? Plead guilty. No, he isn't. Who's this? Wait, is Dylan my PA? My secretary? I mean, he isn't a paralegal. Gotta say something or the silence will have gone on too long. He's my my secretary. Smooth. Nina, tell him Scrub's not going to plead. Let me handle this, Dylan. Detective, I think it would be inappropriate to discuss my client's wishes at this time. I mean... Suit yourself. Can you walk us through the crime scene? Yeah, I can do that. The forensics team have finished their preliminary investigation. Are you ready for this? For what? We're about to walk onto a murder scene. You never really know what you're going to see. I'm just asking if you're going to be able to deal with that. What are you suggesting? I'm not suggesting you're not tough. The sight of blood, corpses, some people go into shock when they see them. They can't help it. It's a physical reaction. I can hack it. Okay, just if you have to leave in a hurry, no one will think less of you. Got it. I really like how she thinks of Dylan and his well-being. Here you go, De Silva's hotel room. Swanky. Is it just me, or does it seem modest? What do you mean? The decor, the furnishings, they're all high quality, but De Silva was a billionaire CEO. Where's the jacuzzi, the multi-jet shower, the balcony with adjoining helipad? Apparently the guy was quite frugal. He always stayed in this room when in Fledge City. I guess you don't get rich by spending money recklessly. Feel free to poke around. Just try not to disturb things too much. Talk to me if you need more info. So now what? Now we investigate the scene. We need to look for anything the forensics team may have missed. Hopefully we can find something that will disrupt the prosecution's case at the trial tomorrow. And if we don't, let's try to be optimistic. It's empty. What are you expecting, a great ball? Nothing special. A pretty standard bathtub. It's really clean and bone dry. I guess De Silva hadn't used it. Huh, he's actually not so bad at this. Is this De Silva's smartphone? Why didn't CSI take it for analysis? No need. De Silva had just come back from Portugal. It seems that the airline lost some of his luggage. The laptop and the phone are brand new. He bought them on the way here. CSI took copies of all the data, but there was very little to speak of. They also bear no fingerprints. Not even De Silva's. None? That's strange. Is this really De Silva's outline? He must have been huge. Yeah, they say he was a bodybuilder. He almost competed at international level in his youth. What stopped him? Some accident or something, an injury. That's why he went into business. I guess that syncs up. He owned Silva Pro after all. Silva Pro? Yeah, they make sporting goods. And trading card game products. I think that was why he was so involved in them. There's almost no blood, just a few spots here and there. The coroner's report is pending, but from what I saw when we first came in, it's pretty clear he was strangled to death. Strangled to death? I feel like I've seen one of these before. It's a card mat made by Silva Pro. I recognize the character. She's the healer in one of the Dragon Fantasy games. It's a popular character with cosplayers. Tell me about it. DFA players use these when they want to have a small-scale game. It's the only one here. De Silva could have been doing tournament prep. Perhaps, but here's a question. When was the last time you cooked a meal and went so far as to set the dining table just for yourself? Never mind. These cards, are any of them valuable? Let's see. Sierra Archangel, Frau Hanser, Pot of Mead. Nope, these are all pretty common. We made the same assessment. Whoa, a 1993 Bordeaux. De Silva knew his wine. Do you? This is odd. Looks like a Silva Pro card defender. A card defender? Yeah, like a sleeve. All the top DFA players keep their cards in these. Silva Pro makes the best in the business. Strange. I'm not following you. De Silva probably keeps all of his cards in these. But this one is empty. Maybe he just had one spare. Maybe, but maybe not. This place seems a mess. I'm almost surprised you notice. Okay, you can have that one. Still, there's an order to the chaos. I think somebody searched this room for something. And judging by the mess, I'm willing to bet they didn't get it. Detective, did you find any fingerprints on any of this stuff? Nope, no prints. You mean none from the killer, or...? No, I mean we found no fingerprints. Not even any of De Silva's. Zero, nada. So I'm new to this. But that's weird, right? It's odd, yes. All the same, it's true. The place seems a mess. Okay, so it looks like we've managed to look around at everything we could, and we are going to ask the good detective. I understand my client was found here at the scene, but why did you arrest him? We took Scrub into custody right away, initially just as a precaution. But one of the hotel staff said they recognized him from a fracas in the hotel lobby. They said he and the victim had argued over a game of cards, and Scrub had said he wanted to kill De Silva. Putting those two things together, the prosecution service decided to charge him with the murder. Scrub said that a hotel maid raised the alarm. That's right, she's called Maria Stevens and has worked here for several years. Can I speak with her? Afraid not. She was quite distressed. The prosecution arranged to have her visit a counselor before the trial. Not too surprising, really, given what she saw. She said that she walked in and saw Scrub standing over De Silva's body. It took her a moment to realize De Silva was dead, then she screamed before alerting hotel security. Well, at least that syncs up with Scrub's explanation. I'm looking to vacate the scene pretty soon, Ms. Aquila. That's fine, Detective. I think we're done here. Have we got everything we need? Truthfully, no. But staying here all night isn't going to change that. It's more like we've found everything we're going to find. We need time to examine everything and think about how that affects the case. Time to head back to the office. Take care. You ever get tired of just standing there like that? You're asking if I ever get bored of being a police officer? Well, do you? Do you get bored of being a defense attorney? Ms. Aquila. Here it comes. It's good to see you. Back at work, I mean. Got to stay professional. Mm-hmm. Ms. Aquila? Nina. I want you to know. Will that be all, Detective Flatfoot? Yeah. That'll be all. So apparently something happened to Anya, and she was arrested and put on trial and found guilty of something. It's personal. You want to talk about it? No. Wow, everybody... Well, the line seems to have gotten a little bit shorter. Let's see what the last person has to say. It feels like I've been here all day. Hey. Time Sage, when I get bored of my job, I read or play on my phone or Switch. What are you still doing the same thing that you have been doing for work? Okay, we're heading back to the office. And I think what I want to do right now, it's almost 10, so what I'm going to do is I am going to save here, and we are going to pick up where things left off on Saturday night. Not many people need the front desk person at 2 a.m. Yeah, not many people do. But then again, do you get the most interesting people at that time? I read the horror stories. But in any case, good luck with your work. Alright, so I am going to check to see who is streaming right now, and we will find somebody to raid. Oh, you're a night auditor. Great. Moving up in the world? Okay, let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. Silverstone Candor is playing a game called Plate Up. I think I've heard about it, so this is probably going to be interesting. So let's give Silverstone a raid. Alright, everyone. So I will be headed off for tonight. Both hands wave to everybody. I hope you all finish your week off with a smile and have a great start to your weekend, and I will see you again on Saturday night.